Hip-hop and gaming have long gone hand in hand, with the famed Def Jam record label expanding their brand with video games like Def Jam Vendetta in 2003, showcasing music from their artists such as Method Man and Redman, and their 2004 follow-up Def Jam Fight for New York for Xbox, PlayStation 2, GameCube, and PSP systems, with tracks from Joe Budden and Fat Joe. Also, other video games like NBA 2K15, featuring A Tribe Called Quest and Busta Rhymes, DJ Hero hosting Common and Jay-Z songs, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas haven't included Cypress Hill and Eric B. and Rakim on their soundtracks. Unfortunately, an entirely different type of Grand Theft is actually happening within an official video game company. Brooklyn rapper 2 Milli is filing a lawsuit making the claim that Fortnite, currently the epicenter of gaming and pop culture in the entire world, allegedly stole his dance move known as the Milli Rock. What if it takes more than 2 milli to cover the cost of legal fees? You see what I did there? Will 2 milli be able to pay the price involved in taking Fortnite to court and win? 2 milli's case against Fortnite sheds light onto the growing issues raised about video game companies profiting off of pre-existing hip-hop dances without any compensation to the originators, often allowing gamers to pay for them in order to customize their gaming avatars. The conversation climaxes on the question of, on what level is this legal or morally ethical? If you were just a passive observer of Fortnite Playland or any complete stranger to the songs of 2 Milli, fair enough. Let's get familiar with both parties. First off, Fortnite, which was initially launched into our lives on July 25, 2017, is an online video game that was developed and published by Epic Games, responsible for the Gear of War game series and Unreal game collection. They currently have a trio of similar but separate game modes to experience Fortnite through. Fortnite Save the World, a player versus environment game, allowing 4 players working together for a common goal. Fortnite Battle Royale is a player versus player battle royale game that up to 100 players can get busy in, with options to stick it out alone, form a duo, or a squad, typically of 3 or 4 players. Fortnite Creative is a sandbox game style, letting players go nuts on the imagination front and concoct anything they want to on an island. Fortnite Save the World can be used on Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. And Fortnite Battle Royale is ready for action on Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, iOS, Nintendo Switch, and Android. If there's any question as to how Fortnite is owning the attention of gamers worldwide, just take a deep breath and inhale these figures into your head. Fortnite Battle Royale alone only took less than a year to rank up 125 million players, which is equivalent to nearly 4 times the population of the entire country of Canada. In doing so, it also raked in hundreds of millions of dollars per month, nothing less than an all-out cultural phenomenon. On the other side of the bargaining table sits the accuser, 2 Milli, the young rapper and the creator of the Milli Rock dance from his Milli Rock song that he is arguing has been taken and appropriated as part of Fortnite without any compensation. How far back does 2 Milli's art of Milli Rocking go? It all entered public consciousness back in the summer of 2015, when the Brooklyn Trackmaster had songs like Sleepin' featuring PNB Rock, Stack, and Ooh Yeah, and manifested a 2-step viral dance sensation that was definitely not just some random body movement made popular in 2 Milli's friend circle. Not when the likes of pop singer Rihanna plus rapper and the Kardashian family member Travis Scott started doing the Milli Rock. In fact, Travis Scott even went as far as to bring 2 Milli and his Stack Paper crew out on stage with them on Hot 97's Summer Jam that year. In the tradition of fellow Brooklyn rap artist Bobby Shmurda and his Shmoney dance, and the Fat Joe Terror Squad lean back dance, 2 Milli took his 2 feet and his 2 arms and made a recognizable dance, much harder to accomplish than simply creating a hot song. 2 Milli's partner Lil Ock told Noisy a little bit about the origin of the Milli Rock dance. Yeah, we've got footage from 4 years ago on YouTube. We just never had no song to it. We used to do the dance to other people's songs. We used to do the dance to our different songs. Now we've got the song that go with the dance, so it makes sense now. 2 Milli, birth name Terrence Ferguson, also told Noisy in the same 2015 interview, "Come on, man, there ain't really nothing else to it. If you ain't Milli rocking, you ain't doing nothing. Nobody don't want to be on the spot standing around looking lame. Why you come out here, boy?" But all the fun and fame got a tad bit more serious when 2 Milli was made aware in July 2018 that there was some high-level Milli rocking taking place in the form of Fortnite video game avatars. He told CBS News, "Everybody was like, yo, your dance is in the game. They actually selling that particular move. It's for purchase." That's when I really was like, oh nah, this can't go on too long. I don't even want to bash them for all the millions. Know what I'm saying? It's not really like that. I just feel like I have to protect what's mine. During an interview with CBC, 2 Milli addressed how he felt this form of plagiarism has affected him. If you have the players in the game doing the Milli Rock, I would say that's for promotion. It kind of helps me brand myself. But when you take this without permission and you begin to sell it online, that's when it becomes a problem for me. Milli Rock is my craft, my everything, said 2 Milli. It's my signature move. It is me. I perform it at every show I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? So for them to take that actual move and throw it in the game and rename it the Swipe It, it's like, let's steal from him. When Beyonce did the Milli Rock in her performance, she actually reached out, said 2 Milli. When J-Lo did the Milli Rock in a recent performance that had it planned, she reached out. It's like they, Epic Games, robbed me basically. In the midst of the same CBC interview, a Toronto-based dance choreographer named Derek Robinson came to 2 Milli's defense. It's a very well-known move within the dance industry. If I had created something like that and had known that this multi-billion-dollar company is making money off something that I created, I'd be furious as well. When comparing his Milli Rock dance to the dance utilized in Fortnite, 2 Milli feels that the similarity is completely obvious, with a dancing avatar swinging his left arm, then his right, then spinning his fists in a circular motion, following by twisting his hips. But in Fortnite, the actual dance was not titled the Milli Rock. Instead, it was branded with the moniker Swipe It, a type of victory dance that players were able to unlock once they finished purchasing an add-on package for 950 V-Bucks, which is equivalent to $9.50 in the United States. Players were clearly not fooled, with many recognizing the 2 Milli footwork from a mile away, along with many others created by black dancers that have been incorporated in Fortnite. More specifically on the financial front, Fortnite, as of November 2018, has more than 140 million users throughout the planet, and has actually earned over $1 billion since October 2017. Part of this success could be attributed to the popularity of its pop culture dance moves that have appeared elsewhere. Psy's Gangnam Style, Snoop Dogg's Drop It Like It's Hot, as well as television shows and movies. With the video game being totally free to download and zero money to play, an overtly abundant revenue stream are flooding in entirely from in-game purchases, like the dance moves. 2 Milli isn't the only entertainer that's been calling out this dance sample practice. Chicago's Grammy-winning Chance the Rapper hit Twitter to share his opinion, saying, Fortnite should put the actual rap songs behind the dances that make so much money as emotes. Black creatives created and popularized these dances, but never monetized them. Imagine the money people are spending on these emotes being shared with the artists that made them. I would also just rather watch them dance to a real song, lol. I would love to be able to buy hype and also be purchasing Look Alive and buy Swipe and be buying it from both Fortnite and 2 Milli. Even actor Donald Faison felt offended when he shared a side-by-side comparison of a Fortnite character next to his dance done on the television show Scrubs that was performed to the Belle Biv DeVoe song Poison, by presenting proof of the in-game dance emote Swipe, while at the 2018 Vulture Festival, Donald Faison stated, if you want to see it, you can play Fortnite because they jacked that shit. I don't get no money. That's what y'all are thinking, right? Somebody got paid. Nope, I did not. Somebody stole that shit and it's not mine anymore. If someone thinks that this is just some coincidence, Bill Lawrence, the creator of Scrubs, also confirmed that day that it had to be the same dance move because Fortnite had contacted him about the legality of using it. Bill Lawrence said, Fortnite had to inquire for the legality of it, and it's fine because it's just a character dancing. 2 Milli may be suing, but he admits that it's very expensive to start up a lawsuit against a giant company, and insists that he isn't seeking out any money or publicity, and appears to be pursuing his legal options based around respect for his creativity. The lawsuit was filed in federal court in Los Angeles, and accuses Epic Games, who made Fortnite, of stealing 2 Milli's dance moves and his likeness without permission, along with exploiting multiple African American artists' talent without offering any type of credit, appropriating black music and dance culture for financial gain, and rebranding those popular dances as Fortnite dances, with creatives left out of the profit share. In the lawsuit, some additional examples of dance jack moves include Snoop Dogg's 2004 dance from Drop It Like It's Hot, which is renamed Tidy in Fortnite. Alfonso Ribeiro's famous Carlton dance from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is renamed Fresh. Marlon Webb's moves in the viral Band of the Bold Jogging Man Challenge video, renamed the Best Mates emote, and Donald Faison's signature dance move on the TV show Scrubs is just called Dance Moves. David L. Hite, a lawyer on 2 Milli's legal team, stated to the Washington Post, there seems to be this disrespect and undervalue or lack of appreciation for African American talent. They're taking advantage of the fame of these artists without any type of acknowledgement. The problem is players could be thinking, maybe the artist endorsed this, maybe Milli endorsed this. That's just not the case. Because these moves are for sale, that has made it much worse. These are rendered in such a way that it isn't just imitation. Hike said, this is a deliberate copy. The legal argument that is at the center of the 2 Milli case, which focuses on copyright infringement and the right of publicity, with 2 Milli making the claim that Epic Games captured a piece of his identity and likeness, appears to be stepping out into a brand new legal territory. 2 Milli's lawyers have accused Epic Games of literally snatching 2 Milli's dance moves frame for frame from the rapper's music video by applying the technique of coding and still frame imaging of 2 Milli and applying them directly to the digital avatars, stealing his likeness like a person tracing a picture. Now the question is, how likely will 2 Milli be to win this lawsuit against the creators of Fortnite? Since it has been assumed that 2 Milli likely won't be victorious under copyright law, his lawyers have added 2 additional theories of liability: right of publicity infringement and unfair competition. While these claims may carry more weight than the copyright claim, they still have some obstacles to overcome in order to succeed. Being the 2 Milli's Milli Rock dance has entered into the cultural lexicon of our lives, made popular by hugely influential celebrities, the dance is no longer a dance associated solely with 2 Milli. Have Fortnite's Epic Games kept the dance name as Milli Rock and not changed it to Swipe It, 2 Milli would have had a very strong claim for misappropriation. This will most likely become a case that'll end in some form of financial settlement, but not any ongoing royalties. Unfortunately for 2 Milli, while Fortnite's use of Milli Rock and other swipe dance moves are definitely ethically questionable, the problem is that the US copyright law essentially says that the appropriation wasn't illegal. This has been a Hip Hop Madness original. Make sure to stay tuned and stay up to date on everything we got going on by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Hip Hop Madness and join the movement.